What up? What up? What up? This is Mike, the philosopher, along with Tamara. What's going on?
Hey,
Hey,
not a lot. Excited about this episode. I got thoughts, notes.
yeah. This was an enlightening episode here. So I guess we're just gonna go ahead and jump right into it. What did you think about some of the guys? Let's hear some of these rankings on the guys.
So Clifton has probably moved to the number one spot for me. Just because
Wow.
I'm gonna tell
Okay.
you now. You know I'm in love with Laverne,
I
and
was gonna
that's
say, yo, Boo
okay.
Laverne, you just moved him to the side. Like, what's going on?
So Clifton's person, he's the total package. He is tall, he thick, he handsome, he cool. Even women that he's not feeling, he is gracious to them. And
Mhm.
so to me, and he still has his connection with Joy, and that's who he won't, real clear about it. But he's
Mhm.
not an asshole to the other women, right? Like, I mean, even though
Mhm.
he's feeling Carmen, he was nice enough to fix her plate, and she had an interesting response about, Joy kissing him. But I just think he's probably the cream of the crop of the group.
Interesting.
Hands down.
Interesting.
The all around winner, gonna make it to the end kind of guy. Um, Now Laverne, my boo thing. I'm gonna
Hmm.
tell you what happens to me when Laverne comes on camera. Laverne is fine AF. He got big thighs, he got big booty, he got pretty legs, he got a pretty smile, he is attractive, he got chesticles, you know. Um, but I think he needs his own show. I do not think this is the show for him. I don't think the women are his speed. I
His
don't think
own show.
his own show where it's like Flavor of Love. He need them to do a profile on the kind of women he's attracted to,
Oh
and
my
he needs to
goodness.
have his own show, and they need to call me first, right? I
Hmm.
I know the woman for him isn't on the show because she's sitting right here, right? She's in Colorado. She's not in DC.
Wow.
Um, because the thing I get for Laverne and the lady who was on the season before from Chicago, Midwest people got this edgy playfulness that everybody don't get. It can be very abrasive. It can be aloof. It can be, and then we also have this way about us where if we're not comfortable with you, we gonna fall back. And so when the women gave him that feedback, he's like, "Y'all judgmental. I don't trust y'all." Like to me, that was an honest answer. Like I don't feel comfortable with y'all, which you were surprised by because Laverne is so confident. But it's, I'm watching how some of y'all move. Maybe I know y'all not my type potentially.
Let me say this about Laverne.
Yes.
I've never met a guy who attracted so many women that has no G. He has no
What's that
game.
G?
He has no game at all. Now
No, he don't. I don't think he
not
need game though.
but yeah, everybody does. Even ugly guys I know got more game than Laverne. Now here's what I think. When he was in the when he fell back, when he was there was all at the little,
Mm-hmm.
pool party or whatever, he fell back. I think he a little salty. I thought about it. I think he's a little salty that some of the chicks that he was feeling is not feeling him. So he
Well,
fell back and got some vitamin D or whatever he was saying he was gonna do. It's
I
like,
feel like, well, so I feel similarly. I feel like he heard them or he knew they said those things, and so it doesn't make him want to lean in, right? It makes him want. It don't make him want to step up his game. It makes him want to like, oh, okay. And also, he also mentioned that he thought Dakia would be boring. I don't think she's his type. I don't.
no, he's upset because they not feeling him. It is his ego that is shattered. Like, okay, first time Carmen came on the show, right? She felt on his butt, right?
Mhm.
Carmen ain't feeling him. Carmen done moved on to so many other dudes. She ain't even
Yeah,
thinking about Laverne.
but Carmen's not a prize. Come on, man.
But what I'm saying is he thought she was a prize. As a matter of fact, he was crushing on her hard day one. He was feeling her as soon as he was the one who introduced her. I mean,
I know he was
he gave her he gave
but I think he always liked Joy and he always liked Ace. I don't think
he
Carmen would ever.
gave her his cheeks, okay, to
That's
squeeze
flirty.
and test the Charmin. So Carmen testing Charmin, that's kind of funny. Anyway, but I mean, he was really feeling on Carmen. I think he would have really came after. I thought he was feeling Sabrina at one point too, wasn't he? In the beginning, maybe.
Mm, I never
And
saw that. I did thought that they were supposed to have some kind of run in from the previews, but they haven't had that yet. So maybe that's to come. I don't know.
yeah, I mean, it's so many of the women, and then the new chick, Christina, she tried to get to know him, and she just like, oh, dog, this ain't the dude for me. I
Yeah.
think the dude is super frustrated that the women. Now you think about it, who is the only ones really entertaining Laverne? Ace.
Yeah.
That's why he's hitching his wagon to Ace.
Well, here's the thing that I worry about for Laverne. Laverne has a chip on his shoulder again. I understand it. I think
She
though
gonna
if he
take up for her boo, y'all.
I
Watch
am
out.
gonna take up for him. I'm just gonna tell y'all, it's because I'm from the area, I get where he's at. It can come across off-putting. You either have to read the room and change your style, or people aren't gonna receive you because people in Gary, we're edgy. We don't look you in the eye if we don't know you. We don't speak if we don't know you. So him even being so overly, big and showy is not the style of people from Gary. We're very skeptical of people. We don't trust anybody. We think you're gonna get us, right? But we're gonna get you first. And so I see where he would be like, man, they talking about me. I ain't even saying nothing bad about
My
them.
dear, you making excuses.
I'm not making excuses.
You
I'm
making
just saying
excuses for
I
this dude.
understand him. But other piece of it is, again, I say I think he need his show. I don't think the woman for him is on this show. I don't think they emote aside from Joy. I don't think anybody else is his speed.
Let me tell you. Let me tell you this. I
Hmm.
actually think Laverne picked the right woman.
Who Ace?
He picked Ace. Ace is the perfect woman for him because Laverne is a lot. Okay. And Ace allows Laverne to be Laverne. She
Well,
allows him to be him. So
valid.
she's not gonna over, do it or
Valid.
compete for attention or anything like that. You see what
Uh-huh.
I'm saying? He's like this couple just popped in my head. Like Archie and his wife. What was his Edith or whatever. You remember All in
Oh,
the
Archie
Family?
Bunker. Oh
Archie
yeah,
Bunker and Edith. Archie was a lot. Edith was sort of like Ace, right?
yeah. Okay, that's valid. That's valid.
That's
Here,
sort of the dynamic that'll work for him. He needs to stick with Ace. Go ahead.
okay, fair enough. But I think if I could give him strategy on sticking around, nobody else is feeling Ace. So what he needs to do is get cool with the guys, so they don't vote off his girl. Then he can stay. But if he don't get along with the guys, with them not having a connection with Ace, she's gonna go. They'll vote her off because she's not really on a radar, and then he won't have anybody, and he'll have to go. So if I were him, if Ace is really his woman, he needs to get cool with the guys. Not having arguments, even though I can't stand Demetrius because he got a big head and little shoulders.
Wow.
And all of a sudden he got this judgmental attitude with his whack self. That's what I think his plan should be, is stick with Ace, but make sure Ace don't get voted off.
Yeah, I see where you get that from. You know, but the dude, you heard what he said, right? He said he's not going anywhere. He's going to be there until the end. This is what he said in his interview.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going nowhere. His ego is out of control.
His ego.
Can we own that one? Can we?
Okay, here's what I was thinking in the car on the way home. His ego is a thing, but if women are honest, real honest with ourselves, women with strong egos will walk all over a guy who doesn't have one, and so she'll end up cheating on him. So I meant to tell you my disclaimer today. I'm channeling my man energy. It's
Oh,
all up and through here. You're gonna get game from me today.
okay.
If I'm honest, I like a nice guy, but I'm not gonna stick with it. I mean, not like I want a mean guy, but a guy that I can run over, and he's not gonna. I'm not gonna be happy with him long term. So if that's why I think women like Dakia and um, Carmen, who's a very strong woman, have a problem with him because we're not drawn to that kind of guy initially, but that's exactly the kind of guy that would go the long haul with a strong woman, because a lesser guy we would walk over.
To me, Laverne is a guy who I'm not claiming this, okay? It's to everybody watching. I'm not claiming that he could be some type of mean guy to be in a relationship with, or some kind of abuser or anything. But last season when I was talking with Rochelle, we both mentioned something that a predator knows they prey, right? And this is another reason why I think that Laverne is going after Ace, because she, like I said, she will allow him to be Laverne, and she will kind of maybe, I don't want to say put up with his antics, but she will not give so much pushback as some of the other women. The other women know this guy has too much ego. I'm not going to nurture this type of ego. It's not enough room in this room for me, him, and his ego. It's just not. So for real. So they like, okay, I'm a pass on that. I can care less about the looks or whatever. Yeah, he probably is the most attractive guy here, but with the rest of it, I can't move with that. And men are like that too. Even with women, even if they're the most attractive woman, we're not going to deal with a whole lot of ego and all this other stuff.
But you will, to an extent, which is why I don't think he's gonna make it to the end unless he switches something up. Honestly, because I mean, Ace, I do agree with that point that something's happening that we're not seeing, right? They're not showing it. We're not seeing what's going on between them, but they both keep picking each other. So,
but here's the thing,
called
though.
Ace out in the beginning, right? Like she's amazing. She's Erykah Badu. She's all. So there's something we all missing, that's happening behind the scenes with them. The other piece of it is, I still just think his ego is a problem, but I don't know. I like it. I think because even when Precious, who it bothered me the way she brought it to him, because she thirsty as all get out.
Well,
and so I didn't appreciate the way she blamed him for the truth or dare, calling him messy. No, he wasn't. He said, let's play a game. People did what they wanted to do. People didn't have to go kiss who they kissed. They didn't have to lick ears with it. They didn't have to do that. It exposed where people stood, though, which, that's on the person who jumped up. That's not his fault.
Yeah,
so I feel like
it was kind of ironic that he was the one who created the game, and it caused all kind of ruckus for everybody else but him.
But it should have.
That wasn't his fault. I'm not saying that was his fault.
Joy didn't pick him, though. Like, he could have been.
Who, Laverne like Joy?
Yes.
But see, that's what I'm saying. That's why he's so frustrated, because the women that he liked, the Carmens, the Joys, probably even the Sabrinas at one point. And this is why he wanted to get rid of Sabrina. When they were saying who you not feeling, he said Sabrina. Because they're not feeling him like that. So not only his ego is getting him.
I don't disagree. He's a different type of dude. That's why I say he needs his own show. This is not the pick of women for Laverne.
Okay, so what? He should be on The Bachelor or something?
Yep. I think he should. I think he should define the kind of women he's attracted to, and let them go interview and pick those women, because the women on this show are not them. They're
But
not
here's
them.
the thing, though. Like I said in the beginning, he don't have G. He don't have game. So what good is being on The Bachelor going to do? He can't even get along with the 7 chicks on this show. How he gonna deal with what, 20 chicks or 10 or 20 women?
Okay, now the women on this show aren't. I'm not impressed with
And
the
the
women.
women on The Bachelor are better.
I don't watch The Bachelor, so sorry. It's no, don't behind no
Um,
black.
I'm
There are
not.
no brothers on the wall. I don't watch that. But um, but anyway, so we're gonna disagree about Laverne.
Well,
I love
look.
Laverne.
I don't got no issue with Laverne. I'm just saying I notice, and I'm seeing what's happening. Okay, and that's what I do. I just tell it how I see it, and
Mm-hmm.
how I see it is, now here's another thing. I think he's burned too many bridges. Okay,
I mean,
so with the ladies, I just think I don't see him really gaining favor with any of the ladies. Maybe that, what his best bet would be is to get close to Precious.
well, because she thirsty, right? And she,
Exact, and
I
she
was gonna
needs an
say,
anchor. She needs an
yeah,
anchor, and
she's on her way out too. That's why I was
that's
like, hey, girl, be
that's
careful, because
that's
you're next, right?
exactly. That's why I'm saying if they team up, and plus he got Ace, all the women he really want he can't have because they don't like him. So he got
What
to
do you
hitch his wagon to
you know?
the
Women
two
can't.
lowest women in the camp, and he got to. I'm just saying this is what he got to do. He got to fall in favor with Precious, because Precious has proven that she will stand up for the guys that she like, the PO, you know what I mean?
And he
So,
ain't feeling her either. Paul don't want her either, and so that's she's done fell to the bottom of my list because I didn't like the way she behaved this last episode.
well, here's the thing. I understand why she moved the way she did, because she was almost eliminated like the week before, right? So what better way to kind of show a little authority than to send one of the guys, or give them a warning at least, you know what I mean? She
Mm-hmm.
did that with I think she did that with a couple guys,
She did that with Paul.
Paul and Laverne. Yeah, so
And
she,
Paul's response was way worse than Laverne's was. He was like, that seemed like a you problem, not a me problem. And he's still there.
yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
there, to me, I think Laverne's looks are going to buy him some more weeks. Like, even though the women aren't feeling him, they are feeling him because he is the most attractive.
If he
And
don't get up, if he don't get with Precious, he's gone. He
I
needs to make a connection with Precious. I don't think the other women are going to be checking for him because they got their guys already. Uh, you know,
potentially,
yeah,
potentially,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So,
I just don't want him to pick Precious because her weave is terrible.
mm, mm,
We can move on.
okay,
Eric's the next one.
Eric.
He's consistent with the Kia. I really need for, and he made the shrimp Alfredo that she told him that she liked,
Was it
like
shrimp or lobster?
lobster something, I was it.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah, yeah.
it was, I think he's another one that's almost like Clifton, that's like, you know what? I like the Kia.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to do things between me and Dakia, so she's going to be confident. This other woman who's flying around me, being really, really over the top, Carmen, I'm going to let her do her thing, but that's not who he wants. She's not his speed. She's too bossy.
Mm-hmm.
I can tell that Dakia is more his speed, and I think the way she carries herself, the way she treats him resonates with him better than Carmen. And Carmen just gonna force her way with her batatas and her booty, which is great, but it's only gonna get you so far when you know what's up.
Right, right.
And I know you think she was up. I don't think she's what's up to pretty much anybody. I mean, I think Eric finds her attractive, so does Clifton, but their stronger connections are stronger. Joy is stronger with Clifton. Dakia is stronger with Eric.
So let me get this straight. You got Clifton number one. You got
Laverne number 2.
Laverne number 2, and Eric number 3. You know, Eric was on Chopped. He's a Chopped champion.
I didn't know that. I didn't watch Chopped.
Yeah. I seen one of his episodes. He was on there
Okay.
with the Chopped staff and Martha Stewart, and it was like a little barbecue Chopped, and he won. And I
Why you
seen
tell
this
me that?
episode. I was like, oh, check out Eric. Dude is
Now you shouldn't have never told me
he
that.
nice with the cooking. He nice with it.
No. He
Yes, he's a
want to be
Chopped
on
champ.
TV. He is not looking for love. Now you mess.
Oh, I didn't mean to tell you. I didn't say all that. I mean, look, Chopped champions need love too. You know what I mean?
Got
So
you.
I'm not gonna hold that against him.
I still think I like him. I think he's cute. If I had to give him Clifton's a 10, Laverne's a 9.5. Laverne's still the finest thing I've seen in a long time. But his ego, me and him probably, if I'm honest, Laverne and I would probably have great sexual chemistry.
Oh,
but we probably couldn't be in a relationship.
Why not?
Because if he wouldn't open up and be more transparent and vulnerable with me, I just get bored with that. Because I'm looking for authenticity in a man. Like, we can have this fire we make between us, but eventually I'm gonna need the head to be connected, right? And so the head and the heart got to get connected. And if he's still not being vulnerable, which I can tell he's not, he hasn't let his guard down.
See there, even you getting turned off a little bit.
But it's gonna take a lot more. First, I'm gonna get something first.
Oh my!
I told you what energy I'm bringing today. Right?
You is the most right now. You are the most.
I'm not gonna let him go until I experience the magic of Laverne.
Okay.
Then I'll let him go. Anyway, just joking. What's he gonna do it? Okay. So then he said, "I'm not kidding."
Right.
This one is hard because I always thought Paul was handsome. He ain't never going nowhere. He related to somebody, but Tory bumped up for me. I think I might have had him bumped up last week. He's number 4 for me.
Yeah, you did, because you said he took his locks down last week.
Baby. Yeah. But this week, because of what Sabrina did to him, I do not like her. By the way, she lost points from me because everybody thought.
But you had to pick somebody.
Everybody thought Tory was her strongest connection. What I picked up on when he bought her the cupcake and she didn't eat it, he's a space filler. She's not feeling Tory like that. She's always wanted Demetrius. She was just allowing Tory to feel some time until maybe there was an opportunity. That's why she kissed Demetrius. Like, everybody there thought Tory was her pick because of the way they spend time together, the way he's been pursuing her, right? She don't want him. She's always wanted Demetrius. So that's why I dislike her, because I felt bad for him. Well, I know he was embarrassed. I know his feelings were hurt. She did not give him an inkling that it was like, he was like, I guess they've been talking more than I thought. Like, she's not been honest.
You don't think so? Well, I think that I agree with you that Tory was a filler for her. Like I said, she got the pretty girl privilege, right? So all that whole time she was entertaining Tory, waiting on Dimitri to get his act together. He finally did, and she hitched her wagon to him because that's who she wanted initially. Like I said, she's the chase me girl. You know what I mean? You got to chase me. You got to come after me. I'm not gonna, make it obvious that I even like you like that or want to get with you like that. And yeah, unfortunately, now to be fair, she said she liked both. She said she liked the cool, laid back and calm guy, and she liked the sunshine guy. And that's why she took him out on a second date, which I thought was a class move over, and said, look, let's talk this out. I know that, I nibbled on his ear or whatever the case may be, and then kissed him, but that don't mean I'm not interested in you. I mean, look, she was in the catch-22. I don't really hold that against her. She had to pick somebody. Now, just because everybody else thought she was going to pick Tory, That means she gotta pick Tori. Like,
No, that means she gave the impression to everyone that that was her strongest connection.
but that's because she was waiting on
Because old
Dimitri.
boy wasn't checking for her again. That's why I don't. I mean, she's blah to me anyway. Sorry,
Blah.
because
How?
she's pretty, but that's it. She got a cute face.
I,
She don't have
I'm
nothing.
not. I'm not gonna disagree with that.
I don't think she has a winning, bubbly personality. I
I
feel
agree.
like
I agree.
pretty lame.
I agree.
And you called her pretty girl privilege, so maybe she ain't never had to have a personality. But I just don't think she that special.
Okay.
So maybe her and Demetrius are perfect for each other because he's not special to me either. Tori, what I liked about Tori was he was honest with her. Like, yeah, you could tell he was like, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get past this with you because you threw me for a loop.
Yeah, but look, he's sitting up here doing poetry style with Ace. He reading the room. He moving around himself. So why is he in his feelings all like that? Like, come on, man. This is a dating show.
I could understand.
I guess.
I don't think she did. I don't think she did him right.
On a dating show like this, nobody owes nobody Nathan. They don't owe you nothing. It's too many people to choose from.
But most people aren't choosing all of those people. Everybody kind of knows who they like. Probably first 2 days. Absolutely. Even if they don't get a chance to spend time with them, they already know who they feeling. I know me. When I meet a guy, I know if I'm feeling him, if I'm not, right away. It don't take 7 episodes. I know within 5 minutes of talking.
And here's the thing. That you're right. It don't take you long at all. Guess what? It didn't take Sabrina long at all. Soon as she walked in there, day one, she wanted Dimitri.
That's right. That was
her initial connection. So, it took time for that whole thing to manifest. Yeah, the way that it did. But she did entertain Tori because Tori was giving her probably the most attention. Like I said, she's a you got to come to me girl. She's a chase me girl. So he was chasing her probably the hardest and the toughest. So he got most of the attention and she entertained it. But then when Dimitri, her initial, connection or attraction, stepped up his game, then it's let me focus on that.
I just think she owed him better than that. That's all. I mean, and I feel like. And this is where, and then probably I'm stuck on this because I am very honest with people that I am seeing. If you ask me, and I'm not going to offer you if I'm dating more than one guy, but if you ask me, I'm going to tell you the truth. Because one, I'm terrible at lying. I'm going to forget what lie I told you, so I'm going to probably get twisted. Right. Second, you need to know what I'm doing. You need on some level. And so to me, if that connection is so strong, to me, he shouldn't have been surprised.
This is a dating show with 7 other singles. Everybody's calling each other. Everybody's going on individual dates. Even he's going on individual dates and doing poetry with Ace, and he's mingling. And I bet you in future episodes, we're going to see more of him moving around.
I think him and Precious, I thought, had a good connection in the very beginning.
Tori and Precious?
They've talked about they didn't know their moms or something, some vulnerable moment.
Yeah, right.
And I never saw why he was following Sabrina in the first place, but because I just didn't think she was his type. But moving on. I want to get your because there's more stuff I want to talk about. Number 5 is Paul. I know Paul is quirky. I just think he's handsome. And I think the right woman is going to pick him. And I think, what's that girl's name? Christina. She like him.
She do.
She like him over Wiley, who got sent home, which I knew it. The thing with Wiley was he kept saying he was being intentional. They weighing that word out this season too, and he being intentional, but no, you're not, because nobody knows your intentions. Nobody knew who he was feeling because he was
true.
Slow. and not
He didn't really
definitive.
make it known who he wanted to go after, and he didn't, go after him like a grown ass man, I guess you could
And
say. So
honestly, I don't think there was anybody there for him either. I don't.
yeah, and you know what? I can't even blame the show. They put Christina on there for him, really, around
But
the same
wasn't.
age, but
She
she went
wasn't
for the
for him.
oldest dude. Like, that's just crazy to me. But again, I ain't got no issue with Paul's age or or
You
Christina's for that.
shouldn't. You should.
Anyway, moving on, moving on. But I just saying that you know they did put somebody on there with the same age as him, and he just he didn't really. He was even too immature for the woman. Like, okay, so really though, for women, normally it is normal for them to be attracted to guys that are older than them. So, really, Wiley's best bet would have been to catch a cougar, and he didn't do that. You know what I mean?
Well, and that's because his body was catchable, but his this part of him to me just screamed young, and I don't think anybody got past it. And the fact that he don't really speak or move with authority,
Right. Yeah, I would agree with that. I would agree
which
with
is
that.
why I think Paul is still around. Have a quirky he is, the dude moves with authority, and for a woman, most women, that's attractive. You're attracted to that energy. That's the gonna protect me energy, gonna take care of me energy. I think I said it a couple episodes ago. Paul has the most potential to provide stability for anybody. I see that. I probably wouldn't pick him because I don't know how to pick guys for that. But if I was, because he's such a go-getter, and he mentioned liking to move forward and improve himself, like that totally resonates with me, because I feel like if you from year to year, if you got the same exact problems, you're not making progress. What are you doing? And so that resonated with me, and I would probably flirt with Paul, because we could build an empire together. That's who I see. I see he's an empire builder. We can get past some of his weirdness.
Yeah, yeah,
Did I go through all of them? And then we talked about Wiley.
yeah.
Oh, Demetrius. Oh God. I try to
I,
put him out of my mind.
I don't understand it. I don't understand it.
One of the things
Is this
that's
a
off-putting.
chocolate thing? Is this a chocolate thing?
No,
Yeah. I
no,
done
because
exposed it.
actually,
I done
no, I
exposed
know.
it.
Normally, I like the chocolate. That's what I'm most attracted to. Um, but I just don't think he's attractive. I don't think he's
What,
attractive.
do you look like Aaron Hall or something to you? Or no, well, maybe not with the beard, but
I think
maybe if
he.
Aaron
I
Hall
think if
grew a beard.
I think if he lost the beard, you see how unattractive he was. I mean,
Well,
to
he
me, it's
did have it when in his army, in his when he was in the army. They
I
showed a
have to.
photo of him without the beard,
And he
and
probably
yeah,
looks look very.
you seen his whole face.
He look ordinary. I think he's ordinary. I
Okay.
think he's an ordinary guy. I think,
I mean, you had Wiley over Dimitri.
yeah, 'cause I don't like him, right? Like, I think something he's starting to talk more.
Has a chocolate
He's
brother
starting
hurt you? Has a
to,
chocolate brother
no,
hurt you in the past? You taking it out on Dimitri? It must
I
be
just
you
don't think
must
he's
have a chocolate
attractive.
past that that's haunting you.
You know how back in the day women would hide behind their long hair? He had behind his beard. I just think he's not, like, since he started talking more, I want him to be quiet again, because he is way more critical and arrogant than I think he can pull off. That's not
Hold
his
on,
lane.
hold on. Now I gotta stop you. I
Yeah,
gotta kind of take up for Dimitri here.
go for it.
You talking about he is too arrogant, and you in love with Laverne?
I said
Okay,
he outside of his lane. Laverne is in a lane. Did we talk about
Laverne is in the
more
lane.
attractive? If somebody's more attractive, they can get away with more. Laverne can get away with more.
Oh
Demetrius
my
cannot get away with that.
I
He
hate that I was
cannot.
right about that. I hate that I was right about that. But
It's
it is
true.
what it is. Yeah, it is
It's true.
true. Okay, I
He should be,
guess.
to me, he should be nicer.
He is nice. You know what? You know what the worst? First of all, there's really nothing Dimitri did that was like super offensive. The two ladies that was up for elimination, he just, let them know.
Fair.
You know what I mean? He didn't do nothing. Look, Sabrina came and kissed him on the cheek. He didn't, what was he supposed to do? Pull back?
I
Like,
no, that I don't have a problem with that. It's something
okay, I don't understand what
said.
he's doing that's so offensive to you. Like,
He
he's just moving
said
in his own space.
he said something about Sabrina when Tori was like, "That's his strongest connection," and he was like, "The best man gonna win, and the best man is me." That just rubbed me the wrong way.
Oh, come on. As
I'm
much as
sorry.
Laverne said that bothered you,
Laverne don't say, they haven't said nothing like that. Even Clifton said
Laverne
something
say stuff
crazy.
more agreed. He said, "I'm gonna be on the end of the show regardless." Like at the
Well,
end.
that's because he got a contract. Him and Tommy is frat brothers or some shit. We talk about these kind of things.
Yeah, it's that attraction thing. When you get away with more when attractions people see you
I,
differently,
I
and
just
since you ain't attracted to him like that, when he say it, it's offensive. But when
it
Laverne
is.
say some egotistical stuff, it's all good. That's my baby,
It
Laverne.
is. I love
From
her.
my hometown. And look,
I'm biased. I'm biased because
I
I
okay.
see
That's
I'm
that's
attracted to Laverne swag, and I
okay.
just can't lie.
That's
I'm attracted.
all I need to hear is I'm biased, and that makes all the sense in the world. Okay, we could let the record show. Okay,
Don't
I'm
trust nothing I
biased.
say.
I'm biased. Okay, I got you. I got you.
I want Laverne to win, but I don't think he will because I don't think the women are his.
I'll tell you this. I think Dimitri gonna last longer than Laverne.
I do too, unfortunately.
Mm, mm. So we'll
Yes.
see.
Okay, but he deserves Sabrina because she's lame and he is too, so that's fair.
Wow, wow, wow. All right, let me get to the ladies here.
Go for it.
Now, first, let me ask you this question: what do you think about the blind dates, the blind dates, the eliminating two and bringing two on, eliminating two, bringing two on? What do you think of that process? Like that,
I
because
think
that's new. That's
yeah,
not
that
something they
is new.
did
I
in.
don't think I like it as much because people don't get a fair
Okay.
chance. Now somebody like Eric is getting a fair chance, but he got lucky. His first blind date was somebody he liked, and she likes him back, so he's there.
Mm-hmm.
But like the country dude didn't last. KP didn't last. You kind of gotta, if you don't come in and hit yourself to some multiple people, right? Make it
Name.
a really big
You remember
splash.
Keena?
You don't have enough time.
You remember Keena? If Basic was a person.
Yes, I don't
I
remember
know,
her.
I know. That's
I don't remember
I'm
her at
messed up
all.
for that.
Right?
But that's the only way I could really describe it.
Yes.
Let me say this. I love it. I love that process. You know why? Because it eliminates a lot of the riffraff. Okay, Keena, she shouldn't have been on the show in the first place. Get rid of her. What was the first guy? The first guy eliminated with the big lips. You said smoker lips.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get rid of him. He wasn't supposed to be on there anyway. Tiffany, she ain't ready. Get rid of her.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
getting
Okay.
rid
So I
of the
thought you were asking
riffraff.
about bringing more people on. Yeah, getting rid of riffraff. We've been doing that though.
I
We've
know,
been
but
doing
what I'm saying is it brings in it recycles in fresh people who probably are ready to love. So now he and I follow all that to say this. I actually like all the women on the show now. I like all the women on the show. This is the first time I think I've ever felt that way. Now I'm not saying to wife up or nothing, but I can put them in. I understand all of the women. All of them have healthy mentalities, if that makes sense. I could see him as wifey. I could see him as girlfriend. I could see him as best friend. You see what I'm saying? Even Precious, she could be the homie. I like Precious. I even turned the corner on Ace
I was gonna ask
this
about her.
episode. Yeah, she came out of her shell a little bit on this episode. She was out there dancing and
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
and I mean, yeah, she talking to Laverne and stuff, but but I actually like all the women now. So this is interesting. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna rank the women not by looks.
Mhm.
I'm gonna rank them by who I would leave the show with
Boy, you ain't let
first.
me get to do that. You are.
You can still do that. You can still do that. You want
Go
to go?
for it. No, you go. Go ahead.
Okay. Okay. This again. Let me stress this. This ain't based on looks. This is based on who I would walk off the show with, and it's a totally different list. Okay. All right. Number 7. I'm gonna go from bottom to top. Number 7 is Precious. So yeah, Precious is the home girl. I think she's cool. I think she's dope. You know, yeah, okay, so she don't have much, many assets, you know. That's, she still has a pretty good personality, and she's easy to get along with, easy to talk to. She pretty much keeps it real the whole time. She shows loyalty. She'll stick up for her man. Um, there's personality wise, there's not much bad about Precious, in my opinion. I think she's a cool chick. All right. I mean, I can't see me like in a deep relationship with her, but friends for life for sure. That's the girl. Number 6, I will say Ace. Okay. Um, again, I've turned the corner on Ace. I'm liking her more and more. I see what Vern sees in her, and I will say that I get it. I get it. She look, listen, ladies, all the ladies watching, men love peace. We love peace. Ace is so much peace. Okay. And especially if you're a guy who's doing the most and have a big personality, you're gonna want more and more and more peace. And Ace represents that. Now, I'm still wondering how much of that is her or her representative, but I'm starting to think that a lot of that is her. You know, so I would say uh, I've given her a bit of a break because I can see why Laverne is checking for her, and it's because she presents peace. She's a peaceful woman. You don't have to deal with all of the other BS, to be honest. You don't have to deal with all of that. So I could even see Ace as a girlfriend. And even maybe even a wifey. I want her to you know fix herself up a little bit more, wear more makeup, or just kind of bring out the feminine wiles. I think she had last episode a little bit, but I just want to see a little more flair in her. um so, but yeah, Ace is cool. I could rock with Ace. you know you just waiting patiently. Who you waiting for? I know who you waiting for. Carmen, ain't you?
I got your list. I got an order for you too. So I just want to see if it's gonna still
Oh,
jive
you
or what.
made my list for me.
I just did it a minute ago because I know you, and
uh
so I
hey,
figured.
you're gonna be super surprised. You're gonna be super
Okay, keep going.
surprised.
Going.
Okay. Number 5 is who do I got at number 5? Christina. Now, the reason why Christina is 5 is because I don't really know much about her personality. And she's really she looked she looked like she got the smoker glow. You know what I mean? I think she's probably.
What is that?
I just
I don't
think
even know
she's a
what that
smoker.
is.
I just think she's. I made it up. I just think she's a smoker. I could kind of see. You know how you could tell when somebody is a smoker or whatever, just like you could with the dude in the first episode or whatever. Yeah, she kind of got that smoker glow to her. Um, not that anything is wrong with that. I've been in relationships with chicks who smoke before, but you know, you got to be special for me to really work with that. But she's attractive. Now, if this was an attractive list, she'd be a lot higher. I'll put it that way. But as far as who I would walk off the show with, I would have to say she's number 5 because she seemed to me to have a type. Okay, her type is old and light skinned. Old and
first of all, he not that light. He not that.
He light enough. PO. And then you got, who's the new guy that she's jocking now?
Oh yeah, I don't know why she like that dude. I didn't even rank him. I forgot about him.
Yeah. You didn't even rank him.
Because
you done forgot all about the.
He's like a non.
Is he above or below Demetrius? Oh.
He's. At least I have a feeling about Demetrius, so I would put him below.
Wow.
No feeling.
Okay. I was okay. You was about to get that work if if he, for real, if he was because you know he likes, never mind. Anyway.
You gonna say he likes ooh.
Anyway, no. I was gonna call out your whole little bias thing, but I ain't gonna go there, because you put Dimitri ahead of him, so we're gonna let it rock. You know, power to the chocolate brothers out there. Anyway, right. Like I was saying, like she just seemed to have a type, and her type is older, light-skinned dudes. Those seem to be the guys that she rock with, and I ain't mad at that. It's just that I got some questions about her personality that I haven't ironed out yet, so that's why she's number 5. All right. You tell me who number 4 is. You got the list. Who number 4?
I do. I didn't know where, because I had forgot about Christina, so she was a wild card for me. I have Joy as your number 4.
Wrong.
Who is it?
This is where it goes off the rails for everything you thought. Number 4 is Sabrina.
That shocks me, because I would have had her. I had her number 1 for you, because I feel like she mesmerized you with her cute face, like day one.
Hey, I can be.
But you got some down. I'm gonna give you some points for that, because her personality ain't really all that. So
right, men love beauty. Don't get me wrong, but that ain't everything, ladies. As a matter of fact, that's only maybe half of it.
Okay, so I got 1 wrong. Okay.
You got all of them wrong. Just go ahead, just check them all right now. Just check them all right now. So, Sabrina is number 4. Her personality comes off, like I said before. I think I said in another episode, a little pretty girl privilege, entitlement type of personality, and but at the same time, I can't be mad at her for going after the guy that she wanted. Maybe I just don't like all the way on how it was done and how she moved, but I can't be mad at her for what she has done. I can only be kind of questioning the method a little bit. You know what I mean? And how she went about things. Because, you know, for Tori to be that shocked, that, you know, that does say she dropped the ball somewhere. Maybe she wasn't transparent on something. Especially if not only Tori, but the rest of the group seen that. And that means that, you know, maybe she was hiding something, or I don't know. But it shows a little questioning character. So I will have to put Sabrina. Now, for the record, Sabrina is the most attractive woman there. I mean, if we're doing the attraction list, she's number 1.
Face, you mean?
Just face, just overall package. I mean,
I think You think she pretty? So Christina is not as pretty as her. I think Christina might be pretty.
No, Christina's not
No.
as pretty as Sabrina. Nah. Okay, so Sabrina's number 4.
Okay, number 3.
Number 3, your favorite Carmen.
I got that right.
You got that right.
I have
Okay.
her three.
Yeah. Let me tell you something.
I don't know why. 3 for you. I don't know why.
Carmen is sexy. She is the sexiest woman on the show. Okay, she is sex. Did you see the pickle scene?
Yeah.
Okay,
I saw
she's
it.
just sexy. She
Okay.
look. She got the bedroom eyes. Just like P.O. said. Look, man.
Yeah,
She
he
got
about to
those
give
eyes.
us paycheck.
Yeah. He's like, man. I see. She got these eyes, man. That like, man. She was like, oh, I like to be fed by my man and all that stuff. She just exudes sexiness to me. I mean, and here's the key. She do it without talking about sex. This is a lesson that Precious can take from Carmen, because Precious do it the opposite way. She talk about sex, but she don't exude sexy. Carmen exudes sexy, but she don't talk about it. There's a difference. You see what I'm saying? And you get the man attention more when you exude it. Like she said she wears certain outfits on purpose. Like she came out in that dress because she knew it would exude the sexiness of Carmen. Okay, she's not confrontational. She's not. Let me tell you, and I said this in a previous season. Carmen is a man's woman. She ain't a woman's woman. So there's always one in every season, right? And it's the woman that women do not like, but the men love. She is a man's woman. I love men's women, okay? Because I just think I just love them. I just love them. And she's just sexy. So she's number 3. Okay. I want to stay on Carmen. I have a feeling you want me to move on, though.
You describing Carmen makes me uncomfortable, so I'm just going.
Oh, okay. Well, let me move on.
Not in a bad way, just valid. And it made me think, Tamara, why do you dislike this woman? And I don't understand. Really should dislike this woman, but I think I do. And it's just because maybe because of the blue contacts that just bothered me, like fundamentally.
She ain't rocking those no more.
And the stuff about her hair, like she came in wrong. Maybe that was it, and I just haven't given her a break. But
yeah, you haven't given her a break. You haven't given Dimitri a break.
Oh, he never gets.
Wow.
Okay, go ahead. Number 2.
Number 2 is going to be Dakia.
I got that right.
You did.
You shocked me.
How
number 1 was gonna be the one you picked.
Yeah, Dakia. Look, I really like this chick. I think she's dope. I don't really even see a flaw with her. I just there is just some unknowns that are probably in the background that just give me a little bit of pause. But it's being nitpicky at this point, really. It's just being nitpicky. Just because I don't know every angle of her or whatever, she's number 2. But she's dope. She's dope. Physically, mentally. She got the energy. She got pretty much the total package. I just don't think she's probably the most authentic on her authentic self on the show. You see what I'm saying? So I don't know how much of that is a representative. You know what I mean? So
you know what? I could see that. I think she's smart enough to know she's not gonna act crazy, right? You're not gonna see her, even though she didn't like when Carmen kind of came in with her bazongazongs out and all that.
Right, right.
But she know better than no.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not gonna act like that. That don't mean it's not there.
Yeah. Yeah, true. True. Yeah, I mean, she's just she just had a little bit of some mystery behind her to have me question some things, but I mean, she could easily be number one. You know what I mean? She could easily be number one. I just maybe I'm looking for a little bit more vulnerability from her, and I haven't seen a lot of vulnerability. I've seen a lot of sexual energy, great. I've seen a lot of boss chick or whatever. That's cool. But let me see a little bit more vulnerability from you as a woman,
You know
and
what I think it
be more
is? She
transparent.
always has the right answer.
Yeah, and that kind of makes me a little nervous because it's like, you know, people like that you probably can't really talk too much. You can't tell them nothing. You know what I mean? So again, this is nitpicky stuff. Nitpicky stuff. I could totally be wrong about that. I think the key is dope without a doubt. It's just that it's just a couple unknowns.
Okay.
Okay. And of course, number one is joy.
I'm
Because
so surprised and I'm so proud of you.
why is that?
I just think she is the coolest all around person on the
Yeah,
show. I mean, woman
yeah,
on the show. I just think
yeah,
she ain't trying, even in the way she dresses. She's not overly sexualized.
yeah,
She knows she got a nice body. So
yeah.
when they went to play pool, you could tell, right?
Right, right.
But she's not slow motion, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah,
But
yeah.
but if you're gonna bring it to her, she's gonna give it back to you. Like,
Yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah. Joy is just all around cool, all around dope woman. There's less as far as unknowns about her. She's been vulnerable. She's been deliberate when she needs to. She ran over there to Cliff and kissed
Yeah.
him. She's like, I'm gonna
Yeah.
let everybody in the place know, and that's just, I mean, that's just dope. Like, how can you really knock her? And she's still got the beauty. Don't get it
Yep.
mistaken.
Mhm.
So she's dope all around, and I have less questions or concerns about her than any of the other women. So that's who I will, ride off into the sunset with first, and then the other ladies right behind her in that order. So yeah, Joy, um, she's the cream of the crop right now.
Mhm.
Could
Mhm.
change. I don't think it's going to change, but it could change. Some things most likely will change. Like I expect to see more out of Christina, and get to know her a little bit more.
Mhm.
Um, I'm wondering if Ace or Precious is going to last. Um, but and I want to see a little bit more of Sabrina. I want to see her kind of redeem herself. I'm biased with Sabrina, okay, just like you is with Vern. Okay, I want to see her succeed. Okay,
Oh, see, it's
yeah.
okay. It's okay to be a fan.
I'm not a fan of nobody, but
Oh, I'm a fan of Laverne. I swear. I mean,
yeah, I'm
we'll
a
be free.
supporter at the best of anything, but not a
Oh.
yeah, but not a fan. But I mean, but I do want to see more out of Sabrina. I think she is holding back a little bit, but I want to see her kind of redeem herself, and I know Carmen is gonna bring it, just week in, week out. Woo.
I just don't think Carmen is going. Nobody gonna pick Carmen. I don't think she gonna make it to the end because the people she want, they are so tied to somebody else. I
Who,
just
like
she
who?
can't
Who does she
she can't
want?
compete with
Who
Joy.
does she want?
I think Carmen likes Clifton. She can't compete with Joy.
Carmen don't want Clifton.
Yes, she does.
She want
Yes,
Eric.
no, she wants Clifton.
No,
Remember,
she
he made
liked
her
she
a
liked
plate.
Clifton. He made her a plate, but that was just
And then even at the beginning, I think because he said she's his second. She's his second.
No,
but she
I
can't.
think she checked it for Eric.
She should
I
try. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, she gonna lose on that one too. Sorry,
to
Eric's
the
gonna pick
Kia.
her. Yeah, Eric's not gonna pick her.
We'll see. Never
Okay.
underestimate the sexy. That's all I'm
Hey, you know
saying.
what? I know about that. This is the second time you
Okay.
talked about Carmen and you use words to describe her, and I'm like, that resonates with me. Why do I dislike this woman?
I don't
I
know.
should really like this woman,
You should
right? But
rock
I
with it.
don't.
As a matter of fact, in the last episode, you said
Yep.
you see yourself in Carmen,
I know because
right?
you said she has masculine energy, and I was like, I get
Well, I
that.
mean, she has that, but she also has feminine energy. So
Well,
she can go, both ways, I guess you could call it.
that's
With
right.
that.
Because when you think like a man, maybe it's not that she has masculine energy. She thinks like a man. When you think like a man, you
You
know how to
understand,
position
man.
yourself. That's right. You know how to get them, right?
Yeah.
Um.
And she knew what she was doing with the feed me with the pickle and the way she
Oh
just
yeah.
sucked all the juices off of that pickle. Ooh.
And made eye contact with him, right? Like
Yeah, she gave him the
that. You know
bedroom
what that
eyes
is?
after that.
That's something else. So
He had to stand up a certain type of way. He had to,
exactly,
you know what I
right?
mean? So yeah,
Yeah.
I mean Carmen she exudes that sex appeal, and
She
she's the
got game.
sexiest woman on the show. For I mean that's by a long shot actually. But you know, but yeah. So she will be number 3. I would even probably say she's probably going to move up next week. We'll
I need her
see.
to find. I need her to. She needs one more connection.
She may pass the Kia next week. I can almost kind of predict it. We'll
Well, I
see.
saw the preview, and I don't think she does. I feel like
Okay. Okay.
Eric is gonna be great. Eric is gonna be cool. He's not gonna hurt her feelings. I think she's too forward for Eric.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe
But
because they have that relationship, that previous relationship. So they kind of dig into each other a little differently than with strangers. You know what I mean? They already have a established sort of relationship, so she feels she could be a little bit more forward with him because hey, you already know me. You know what I
yeah,
mean? And she's not really. I mean, she is coming on forward with other guys, but she's not. It's a different dynamic. You can kind of tell it's different with Eric. It's almost like she knows him.
it's more
So
familiar for
yeah, it's
sure.
more familiar. Yeah. So for that, for those reasons, I think that's why she's that way with him. And you're probably right. He probably is not going to be turned on up by that. He's probably going to be more turned on by the Kia. So but I think that let me ask you this. Who you think will do you think PO will pick Christina or Carmen?
Oh, that's a good one. He might pick Carmen. I think they wouldn't be a bad match because of how strong she is. Because it's interesting when I ranked who I would go home with.
Mm-hmm.
Paul is number 2 for me.
Oh, we didn't do your list.
It's all right. So I hate Carmen, but I'm like Carmen. So mine is easy because it falls off real fast.
Okay.
Okay. Let's start from the bottom. The bottom
Okay.
is the last guy. That's his name on my sheet. Last guy. I don't know what.
Oh, light skinned dude.
Yeah, with the big face. His face is
Yeah.
really round. Last
Yeah.
guy. He's
Oh,
last.
wow.
I probably wouldn't go home with him.
Okay.
Demetrius is next.
Of course.
Um,
Chocolate hate.
Tori's next.
Okay.
Tori's not my type. Tori's not my type.
Okay.
Laverne is number 7, 6, 5, 4.
Laverne is 4.
I love Laverne. Whatever. Laverne,
Check you
right?
out.
Yeah. Go hook up with Laverne, but I go home with Laverne. He too guarded, and I think he's shorter than me, so I'm gonna stick with that. Eric is next. Eric, I would enjoy spending my time making Eric blush. So I would overly flirt with Eric because Eric is just
Wow.
kind of, I would enjoy that. That would be cool.
Okay.
But I still got to work with Eric. Paul, I'm I thought Paul was attractive from the first day. I just think we could change the world together, and that excites me. That turns me on.
Wow.
Somebody that
Paul was like on the bottom for
I always
a minute,
liked
wasn't he?
Paul. Paul was like my top 3, by the way.
But he was, but with the ladies on the show, he was.
Okay, Mike, the ladies on the show like Demetrius. I don't like that dude. The ladies don't like Laverne. I'm not tracking with the women on the show. I'm not tracking with them.
Okay. This is your list. Okay. I'm
just not like the rest of them, right? What I see is something different. Probably because I'm different, right? I just, from knowing myself, I see something that's beneficial to me.
Right.
So with Paul, I think we could build an empire. But Clifton, all around, easy for me. I would have fun with Cliff. He wouldn't push me. We travel together, which is something that's on my list. He's sexual. That would be off the chain, right?
Right.
So, yes, in my arms. Don't take it the fact that he light skinned, because that's not really it.
Okay.
But he would be the extreme top. Like, I think I would totally get along with him.
Yeah, I could see that.
Oh.
Yeah. Cliff is a all around good guy. It's not really surprising that both him and Joy got together.
Mm-hmm.
If looking at it now, because they both have the personalities that are the most open, most transparent, the most vulnerable, the most intentional, I guess you could say, too, when they need to be.
And they're not hard on everybody else, because I think Joy was trying to coach Wiley. Wiley liked her. She's like, well, dude, you gotta do
right. Yeah. Show me something. Yeah,
even though she Cliff is the one,
Cliff
right?
is the man. Yeah, and Cliff is the same way. He'll make a play for Carmen or whatever, or meet some of the other ladies, and but they always seem to come together. And it's looking at it, it's not very surprising that they are with each other, because they probably see each other in each other. So so that's how that is.
Maybe next episode I'll try to like Carmen. We'll see. It's gonna be hard, but I'll maybe
liking Carmen is like liking yourself. Do it. Liking
Uh-huh.
Carmen is like liking yourself. Do it. Yeah, you got to come to terms with some things, lady.
Yeah, well, because I wish I was a different kind of woman.
Why? I think you dope.
I love me. Yeah, okay. Dope and lucky and love are not successful and love are not the same thing, right? And so if I was a little more muted,
look, don't.
I think it would work better.
I'm only speaking from my point of view. I would say don't change anything.
Yeah. Well,
I think more. I think more is probably location for you. So
appreciate
that. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
So yeah, I want to see your list too next time on the men. You did kind of go down the list. I guess you did do that.
I did, and I think my list is consistent because that's how I pick. I pick who I would. I pick who I would pick.
Right.
It's the same. It's pretty much the same, or except for Laverne got moved down. But Laverne give me fever, and I can't lie. That's the carnal part of.
Yeah, but see, you know what? That's a different type of fever. You only feel, that's the sexual,
That's I want to see Laverne naked
kind of thing. That ain't the relationship side, because he got some issues over there. You know that.
I know. I love him through it. He'll be all right.
Yeah. I kind of feel that way. Well, who I feel that way about? I think probably Carmen, maybe, really, is she might. I don't really see her having much. I don't really see how it would be difficult to be in a relationship with her. I think she was married too, wasn't she? I think she's
Mm-hmm.
divorced. And I don't know. I haven't really seen anything that was really egregious about her, for this, especially on from a male perspective. I know women can't stand her. Not just you.
Oh, is that
There,
right?
not yeah. There's other women I've seen that just is not rocking with Carmen.
So I kind of alluded to I'm not tracking with most women. So most women don't like Carmen, neither do I. Um, most women like Joy.
Yeah, most women like Joy. The women that don't like Carmen said that they didn't like the fact that she was talking about her real hair and she had blue eyes. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
yeah,
You
that's
see what I'm saying? That's a bit of a contradiction. Like if you're talking about real, then put your real eyeballs in,
yeah.
and
Come on, girl, knock it
yeah,
off.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So, and I understood that contradiction. So and you know me, I can't, I don't rock with contradiction very well, or hypocrisy that gets under my skin for some reason. But so yeah, they didn't really like that about her. But I was like, I mean, she popped them out, so
That's because men, y'all don't really care. I mean,
yeah,
you know how
we don't really
y'all
care
don't
to
really care
that
about a
extent.
woman with fake boobs or fake booty. Long as it look good, I think y'all are fine with it. It don't
But
really.
here's the thing: a lot of men don't wear a lot of weave, right?
Men don't like
So
we.
men don't wear weave, right? So we're not offended by her saying pull my hair, you know what I mean? Because this is real. Only women would get offended by that. You see what I'm saying? Men
Mine
will
is
be
real.
like, whatever.
Yeah, mine is real too. But I don't know.
Yours
Would
is
I say
real? Oh, okay.
this is my hair?
I'm not questioning it.
You said yours was real. Like, mine is
No,
real, but
no,
I
no.
don't know if I would look around and
I
talk about
believe you. I believe you. It looks nice. I like that.
her.
Yeah, no, no, for real. For real. For real. Real talk.
But I always wonder what men think about women who wear wigs because one day they got to take them off, and
Exactly.
so, but maybe they don't care.
Um, at the end of the day, like, where did I say this at? Did I say this? I think I said this in another episode. I keep going back to some of the other episodes, but yeah, what
No,
men
precious.
like, men like, and this is going to sound weird because this is a term I made up. Okay, I tend to do that a lot. Men like genetic authenticity. Okay,
Okay.
and what I mean by that is that ain't your real booty. You got a BBL. I want to see your real booty. If it ain't your real booty, then forget about it. Those ain't your real breasts. That ain't your real hair. That ain't your real eyes. I understand you want to do stuff to enhance your look and stuff like that, but natural would trump, manufactured every day of the week. You see what I'm saying? Natural will always trump that. So, um, do men like women with real hair? Absolutely. It's more of a turn on that Carmen has her own real hair, but at the same time, she got beautiful blue eyes. But guess what? They ain't hers,
Mm-hmm.
right? So it don't matter how attractive the manufactured thing is, it will never trump the real thing,
Right.
because mentally, and this is just how men are wired, we thinking about how our kids gonna look, even if we're not trying to have kids. Facts. Even if we're not trying to have kids, we just wired to think, how is our kids gonna turn out genetically?
You know
I could
what?
have a circumcised. I could be, I have a vasectomy and everything, but I'm thinking, because I'm wired that way, that's not her real booty. That's not her real breast. That's not her real hair. My kids are not gonna look like that. I want genetic truths.
You know what? It's funny. My ex-husband, I was attracted to him because of his body. Because similar to you, when I was growing up, I didn't have. We've got a lot of mixtures in our family: native, white, black, and I tended towards not the black side. My features wasn't traditionally black. So by him having a big booty and pretty legs, I'm like, my kids are gonna be well shaped, and they are. My son and my daughter have great bodies, and that was the tipping point for me. Now he was cool. I didn't think he was overly attractive in the face, so I took a risk because it could have turned out differently. But it was his body that I wanted to offset some of the things that I didn't like about my own. Is why I picked him. So I get it. I get that.
Yeah.
Now I don't think I care about that anymore because I can't have any kids. But I think then I did care.
Yeah, but you're attracted to Vern's what? Legs.
Ooh,
Okay.
yes.
Now that but see that's what I'm saying though. Even though you don't plan on having kids,
Right.
mentally you still thinking, I'm attracted to those legs. I'm attracted to these features. Not that you intend on passing them on, but we just wired that way sexually. So
I still get eggs. We could put it in a petri dish or something. How about a surrogate? We can make a baby.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I'm sure Laverne will be interested in that, and
I think he good. He said he wanted to practice. See, I remembered that, and I'm a practice part.
Oh, okay.
I'm good.
So he y'all can practice. Okay. All right. Well, I guess that's gonna wrap it up for this one. Again, I'm liking all the women right now, and I probably will be sad to see anybody go because I think the ladies are next. Yeah. I don't even want to pick who I think is going to go next. I think it may be Precious. I think Precious is going to go. But I wouldn't be happy to see her go. But somebody got to go.
If she's smart, she'll attach herself to Tori.
She sure will. She sure will attach herself to Tori, because they started to show off with a good rapport. They have some things in common, but I don't know if it's going to manifest. You know what? I think it is because I think Tori is going to be off Sabrina. So I think he's going to start making some new connections. I think maybe Precious is going to be one of them. So we'll see.
Yeah.
It's shaping out to be a pretty good season. Actually, I'm actually liking the women on this season more than I did on the last season.
Oh, I'm trying to think about the women on last season.
It's funny because when I first seen it, I wasn't really impressed with the ladies. I mean, I can't really necessarily say they look better than last season, but I like their personalities better than last season. Like Camille she was beautiful to me, but she was just a nut job. You know what I mean? Yeah.
And she mean.
Right. Ugh. And what was the other African sister name?
Momine. You liked her.
Momine. I like Momine. I thought she was beautiful too, but I thought she was looking for a sponsor.
You like Zadia too, who had the piss.
I never liked Zadia.
I thought you did like that.
Well, I said that she had a bit of Gabrielle Union look to me. I mean, when she smiled, she kind of reminded me of Gabrielle Union. I thought that she was attractive, but day one, I knew her personality was a no-go. I mean, you can go back and check the video. I pulled her card day one. Day one, I pulled her card. So, yeah. So, but these ladies, I don't think they on any pettiness. I don't think they on no brown girl squad stuff. I don't think they on no, getting sponsors or trying to, build up their IG account or anything like that. I think most of them they're either ready for D or they're ready for love. Well, one or the other.
And there's nothing wrong with being ready.
I'm not mad at either one.
Nothing wrong. We all grown, right?
Right. I'm not mad at either one. Do your thing. Yeah, so there you have it. Any last words?
No, I'm gonna make sure next time I'm a little calmer. I won't go in so hard on the men. I feel bad.
Go all the way in on them. let them know what the deal is. Even Dimitri, even though I'm gonna rise up for the Chocolate Brothers.
It ain't got nothing to do with him being chocolate.
You see the fist?
And lame.
Okay. Well, that being said, Since the BMR covered it, now it's official. Hit the like, share, and subscribe, and we will check y'all on the next one. Peace.
Bye bye.